Hello, welcome to gate number 9. Got one of those long names, not easy to remember. The taming power of the small. The taming power of the small. It's easy for me to, just squeeze my brain here for 5 minutes and see what comes out about any gate. But truly, it is so, these names, they are so beautiful to ponder, and to ponder them by just seeing the place that they occupy in the body graph. This gate of the sacral pointing towards the root, so far away from the throat, so far away from where everything is happening, and yet directly connected to the throat, to its polarity, gate 16. Two crosses, two gates of the cross of planning. So you can tell immediately what gate 9 is all about from its very limited perspective down there in the sacral center. Very, very, very limited. And what it's looking at is the future, And of course, how do you organize each and every step into the future? What future are you talking about? Tomorrow? A year? Does it really matter? Because it's not about how far, it's how small do you want to break it down in order to be able to analyze it and organize it? How long will it take until we have some results? Asks, gate number 9 itself. And of course, it doesn't matter what the answer is. It's the wrong answer. Because we know as a sacral gate, the only way it can operate correctly is as a response. You never know what the future is going to bring, no matter what future, tomorrow, a year, a week, no matter how small you break it down, you can never be certain about the future. You cannot. And if you don't know this, and you have this gate number 9, it's one of those gates where looking at the future and not knowing how to break it down and not knowing how to organize it can be really depressing. Not knowing how to plan the future. And of course, the thing is that sometimes it is just really a blessing that not everybody knows how to break it down and organize any future, because most of the times, those who can, they take it so seriously, And when it breaks down and it doesn't happen the way it was planned, guess what? They blame everybody and themselves. It gets really messy. This taming power of the small, when it operates out of the mind, out of the not self. How do you know which detail is important and which one isn't? How do you know? How can you ever trust any conclusion that you come up with in your mental speculations? You can't. Planning can be such a torture, Or, it can be something that you start sort of like, you look at it, and from whatever you see, you just like the way it looks. And if you like the way it looks, it doesn't matter which way you break it down. You're going to break it down the way it is going to be most comfortable to walk on that path. It's your path after all. It's your future. It's your movement that you are organizing, not your time, not the future, not a concept. It's just the way you're going to go about whatever it is that you're going to go about. And then you get going. And as you go, you never stop planning because, the future never stops moving towards you.